Datadog is a SaaS monitoring and security platform for unified observability. A key part of providing all of your observability data in a single place is a scalable log management solution. Starting on our APM service map, we can see the various services that make up our demo app, Shopist, which is an e-commerce site. This map gives us an up-to-date overview of our entire system architecture by allowing us to visualize all of our service interdependencies. At a glance, I can see that our WebStore service, which is highlighted in red, is in an alert state, and most likely experiencing some errors. If you want to dig a little deeper and figure out what's going on, we can jump to our Log Explorer to view all the logs this service is producing. Now that we're in the Log Explorer looking at WebStore logs, we can easily narrow the scope of logs of what we're looking at. In addition to having great query performance, the Log Explorer makes it simple for all of your teams to use Datadog. With faceted search and filtering capabilities, all powered by tags, users are up and running quickly instead of spending time learning a custom query language. With the facets on the left-hand side, I can easily filter to focus only on our error logs. At the top, I can use those same facets to search, or I can even use free text search. As you can see, the resulting logs all contain the word shard in their message. The Log Explorer is simple but powerful, but in order to unlock all of its capabilities, we first need to get our logs sent to the Datadog platform. As you can see, there are a lot of options, but we're focused on making it simple to get started. We can collect logs from a variety of methods, including our own agent, containers and orchestration tools, major cloud providers, or one of the major log collectors, such as FluentD. Once we have decided which sources we'd like to collect logs from, we can take a look at the journey of a log through Datadog. Once a log is sent to Datadog, it goes through our ingestion process, which can be as simple as Datadog doing some auto-parsing if it's already in JSON format. For other formats, it goes through a pipeline to extract information. Datadog offers pre-configured pipelines for all of our integrations, which are automatically installed whenever the integration is enabled. Each library pipeline has a tailored set of processors that is easily copied to serve as a template for additional customization. For those situations where you want to send logs to Datadog that are not in JSON or from one of our integrations, we allow you to set up your own custom pipelines with a variety of processors that let you refine or customize your logs. Once through a pipeline, the log can be passed through our new sensitive data scanner. Datadog's sensitive data scanner allows you to scrub your logs of sensitive PII data with either some predefined scanners from our data scanner library, such as the ones you see here for the leading credit card brands. Creating your own data scanners is also extremely easy and can be done in only a few steps. To begin scrubbing all of the data, first you need to select your scanning group, then define regex to determine how sensitive data is identified, and lastly, decide if the regex should be checked against all the attributes of a log and what action the system should take when it finds a match. Either do nothing, hash the value, or scrub the value and replace it with text of your choice. Once the log is scrubbed of all of its sensitive data, it finally enters the Datadog platform along with 100% of your other logs. These can be visualized with our live tail. In the live tail, you can see and filter a near real-time stream of all the logs sending to Datadog, indexed or not. In an outage or emergency situation, teams can come to the screen and leverage the same intuitive search and filtering capabilities to kickstart their investigation. This is also a great time to bring up the concept of logging without limits. Here at Datadog, by decoupling log ingestion from indexing, we gave our customers the ability to avoid the dreaded cost versus visibility trade-off so they can cost-effectively send all of their logs to Datadog and only index what they need. Customers can decide which logs to analyze using indices. We understand that not all logs are equally valuable, and so we made it easy for you to choose which logs are indexed and which logs are excluded and sent directly to an archive after they've been parsed. Importantly, indices let you control how long these logs are retained for. Here we're looking at an index with a 30-day retention that's capturing all of our error logs from our production environment, along with a few exclusion filters allowing us to ignore a subset of these logs. For logs that are not retained in an index, they are sent straight to an archive of your choosing, such as S3, for longer-term storage. If you'd like to access the archived logs, for example during an audit, we offer the ability to rehydrate them back to the Datadog platform. Now that our log has made it through all of our processing steps, it's time to jump back to the Log Explorer to dig a little deeper. Rather than sifting through millions of individual error logs, log patterns allows us to use machine learning to intelligently aggregate logs by common patterns, greatly limiting the results. As you can see, our thousands of error logs can be grouped into a much smaller number of distinct groupings, making our job of prioritizing the most common error messages that much easier. Now, rather than searching and making these queries directly, we have decided to save you time by servicing error outliers right inside the Log Explorer with Watchdog Insights. Watchdog Insights brings log outliers directly into your workflow within the Log Explorer, so you don't have to go looking for anomalous behavior yourself. Drilling into the outlier shown here, we can see that our machine learning engine detected that the number of error logs from this particular source were higher than expected, along with the patterns that are most common, allowing us to quickly prioritize our investigation. If you'd like to perform deeper analytics, for example, determine how the number of error messages changed due to a code update, we can switch over to aggregating by fields. In this view, you can customize how data is split over different dimensions, such as code version. Now that we can see the count of error logs has changed between releases, giving us a sense of whether or not we introduced any breaking changes. This is just a count of error log events, but any measures you define in your logs, like duration for example, can be used here. If we see an increase in error logs, we might want to drill in to see what's happening across the other parts of the platform, which Datadog makes possible in only a few clicks. Now that we are presented with all the error logs for the specific service version, we can drill in again to a specific log to get more context. Once inside of an individual log, we can see all the attributes associated with it. We can also start to pivot to other parts of the Datadog platform, helping you gain all the necessary context and solve issues faster. Clicking on the Trace tab brings up a flame graph for the request which generated our error log. We can also pivot right back into APM for further investigation. Clicking on the Metrics tab, we are met with the metrics for the underlying infrastructure, further allowing us to isolate the source of the issue. Lastly, I would like to show off a brand new feature that allows you to easily perform advanced analytics on your logs via multiple queries. I am pleased to announce that you're now able to apply formulas and functions to your logs for when you need to go beyond summarizations of the raw data and perform comparative analysis on aggregations. To do so, we can first click Add Query and add a second query for a status info. Next, we can add a formula for A over B, so we look at the ratio of our error logs to our info logs. By unchecking A and B, we can isolate just the result of this ratio, and we can see how it compares to last week by adding yet again another formula, but this time also adding a time shift function for the week before. By having the ability to add formulas and functions to your raw log data, you can visualize advanced stats on any attribute in your logs without the need for custom metrics, while simultaneously performing deeper trend analysis. We've covered a lot of ground today, but I hope you have a better understanding of how Datadog Log Management is designed to be tightly integrated with the rest of your platform, but also powerful on its own. From automatic parsing to intuitive search to the flexibility of logging without limits, Datadog Log Management can help you turn your logs from a headache to a valuable resource. If you're looking to snag a Datadog t-shirt, the password from this demo is No Limit Logs. Click the link to the right of the demo video to submit your password answers. And if you'd like to learn more about any of our other areas of platform where logs plays a role, be sure to check out our other demo booths. Thanks.